Looking quite good here to get this spike planted now. The Sentinels looking for potentially a B main setup. See, obviously, the bomb plant opportunities that have changed with recent map updates, but nice push from JC Stanny. Sentinels can't quite seem to stabilize on the site here at the moment. Still trying to get that spike planted. It's going to be down to the battling with those frenzies. And once again, trades back and forth, leaving it just down to one, and JC Stanny will be taken down by zombs. So
breaks the drone. You know, gets the camera out, and that opens up this A hit right here.
A lot of damage there with that stinger right at the back of the site. Nature with a second one off the stinger. That wall as well, making life a little bit more complicated to get to that site, trying to use it to their advantage to gain that space, but just seems too much to handle at this point as Sig tries to fall back, but there is no falling back here. Immortals are locking it down, only losing one player. Really great hold there.
Because one frag and the whole setup just collapses.
Ooh, trying to just combat this mid play for control, not wanting to give it up this time, but Sentinels will be loving that, eating them up there on that mid take, able to now to push through to B heaven, using that momentum, that speed, locking off the B stairs position, strengthening their attack. Chemicals will be alone here with this stinger, has to do a lot of damage. Able to get one, but cannot find a way to reset off of that, which will leave Immortals in quite the desperate position. Nature in the 1v3, running into the wall. Very little for him to do in this position. And sinatraa looks like he's going to try to take him down, but unfortunately not working out for sinatraa. Still some damage to be done here for Nature. Keeping that pressure on. Would be nice, of course, to do as much damage as possible. Get some weapons out of the hands of the Sentinels. And there's only so much he can do. dapr will take him down. And he's going to hear the dropping, and he's going to have to do a lot to try to hold on to this one. Gets one headshot, the full back with the cage. And that is beautiful there for Immortals, locking it off. And look how much time is left here for Sentinels. Almost nothing on the clock to get the spike planted. It's a desperation push now towards this A heaven position, looking for the plant on the A side, but there is so much to deal with to get there and just not enough time to do it. Nature peeling off one more player as they start to move forward, and Immortals, they're all stuck backside. That's not a good prospect, even with the spike ticking away. Backs against the wall. They're going to have a hard time here. Immortals are slowly but surely pressing on this defense, and then again, there's nowhere to go. Zombs able to find one here, but they're getting so close. Three players pushing from elbow right now. There's the hole from Zombs. A double off the stinger. Out comes the classic, the swap to the Phantom. Although ShahZaM has his number at the end. Satchel's to gain any height for that. That's unfortunate for ShahZaM, but still, Sentinels are having to force their way onto the site. It's not a good look here. You can see Nature's able to do a lot from that double stack position. There comes the res finally from Sick, and they are starting to gain some ground here. Out come the Blades, though, from Chemicals, trying to hold the backside as best he can. Operate out. Oh, great stuff there from Chemicals, finding a marvelous shot. But this is going to be down to ShahZaM now, creeping in from spawn, able to take down Sick, but and he managed to actually clutch the round, stopping the plant just in the nick of time. dapr only has so much time to work with here.
10 seconds.
ShahZaM decides to walk around. A classic move here. We'll have to see if dapr can read this one. It's all about the guesswork. dapr, he's not going to be able to find it. Great headshot from ShahZaM. The timing was perfect.
That was actually very well played by ShahZaM. You know, taking the one-on-one spam right before the neural theft comes in.
Enough time and space for Sentinels to find a plant. There comes the TP onto the site to get that spike down. It's a 2 versus 3 somehow. This is unbelievable how Sentinels have managed to maneuver themselves into this position. The Stinger again doing damage. Up to Sick now. 1 versus 1. And he's going to nail it. Sick. Beautiful stuff. But you know what? You got to give the credit to the whole team there. There is surely no way he's found this flank. That's unbelievable. Taking down Chemicals for free. The trade is at least there for Immortals, but Sentinels, they are so good in this spot, in this chaos. There's so many holes. There's dapr now creeping A heaven. If they slow this one down, dapr's going to do so much damage if they can stay alive, and it doesn't even matter, in fact. dapr may not have to do any lifting here at all. Defense itself has been strong from Sentinels on the back of the B bomb site.
Sentinels are such a treat to watch. Just that
it really is up to JC Stanny to have a really huge performance here. This is really scary because there goes the boombot finally. Oh, taking down sinatraa. That's the showstopper out of the picture, so that's something. But oh, res onto sinatraa, so scratch that. it's still in the picture. Nature will have to do so much damage by himself here, and somehow he is alive, but not for too much longer. Rocket straight to his face, but not before Sick can take him down. And, well, dapr still just lurking around A.
They're just that good.
And they are walking up here, contacting into B Heaven, not expected at all there by Chemicals. And it's going to be tough for JC Stanny. Only one from him, from his stinger. And there's a gap in the wall there, which will allow some play for Shot Up. And Nature again, is trying to anchor this side, but he's about to get split from both sides. Oh, he does manage to find one at least. And that might give Shot Up a timing here to get himself some action from Rafters. Spike going down, and indeed, starting to look a lot better. Up to sinatraa for the clutch. There comes the satchel. The rockets miss. sinatraa able to dodge everything. Somehow, some way, sinatra's got the goods, and that's the round in the bag for Sentinels.
Salt comes in to clear back sight. The boombot's coming in as well. Nature is in big trouble here.
He's managed to find his way into a safer position here, trying to find some kind of space to work with. Eventually he has taken down sinatraa over the top of the wall there, causing problems. He's very weak though, so quite susceptible to being spammed. And zombs is actually going to be the one getting spammed. It looks like Immortals in a good spot here. It's still, the spike has yet to be planted, and it may not even go down at this point. sinatraa has to find a way out of this position. And Shot Up knows precisely where he is, and there we go. They are going to get caught really badly. They're never going to expect this timing. There is someone lurking behind as JC Stanny gets taken down. The spike is spotted. And now, look how this mid attack is split up because of that pressure. And they're going to have to try to split the B side. I don't know that there's much more that they can do in this current position. Got B having control. Immortals might just be able to capitalize pretty heavily on Sentinel's push in that B main position just moments ago. Indeed, it's looking like Sentinels, that's going to backfire for them. Somehow taking down Chemicals. I don't know how much longer he's going to survive here. Playing Ring Around the Rosie there on the screen on site. Immortals will be able to get that spike planted momentarily. Defending. Round elbow. Looking fairly good right now. dapr and ShahZaM doing some damage.
This is a full save, Dan.
Yeah, they only had classics really, right? I don't understand. But dapr looking to cause some problems. He's doing some damage here with that classic. How is he still alive? dapr swaps out for the ghost, and suddenly, with the health as it is, it's looking scary, but he'll get taken down. That ramp will be isolated from his team. He knows the possibilities here. Immortals going for a fast one again into the A site. Zombs playing elbow. That's a really good start. Oh, it's even better now. 3 frags from Zombs. He's done everything he needed to. JC Stanny trying to do 360s here to try to figure out what's going on. He is surrounded at this point, trying to play this backside position. It's a nice first kill, but the trade, the spacing is great from dapr.
Used to playing Sovas on split. And again.
Making their way through to the A site now. ShahZaM with a quick pick. dapr in 1 versus 2. He has a lot of opportunities here to make this one work. They're both players backside. I think he's got that information. See what he can do. Creeping in from elbow. If he can isolate one fight, get a quick headshot. That's all it takes. That's some good information. Spots a barrel. Takes. Oh, the spray comes through. dapr's gonna do it. That's unbelievable. Both in the corner. They play the retake game, and they do have a lot to work with here. Oh no! Chemicals tries to make it work with the right-click knives, but dapr takes him out. And look at this forward space now gained by Sentinels. They're looking really strong for the retake. We've got Immortals stuck all the way back in B main. They're having to do so much work. Sentinels certainly with the advantages here. And look at how locked down this B main position is. Putting the pressure on, the defuse comes through. There's nothing that the remainder of Immortals can do this time around. It's not really too much in the way of ults to help either side out at this point. Oh, wow. Sick getting a freebie there as Nature tries to run across to B main. And Shot Up there, dropping down off the rafters, looking to hold on to this spawn position. It was a problem last time. Shot Up still doing damage. Great work from him so far as he's able to reposition. And Sentinels, they have a res available. Sick. Can he find a spot to pull it off? I don't know that he will be able to. He's going to try it, though. There's the big bait. The lineup, though. That was ambitious. And Shot Up is still alive and kicking. dapr, though, doing the damage, doing what dapr does. And dapr's going to find Shot Up. Yeah, this is interesting for Immortals, or Sentinels rather, trying to get some space up. Oh, Sick though. He finds the timing, and the double could change everything. Immortals now have a lot of pressure. They have to get the spike planted, but they're losing players quickly. Now comes the ult from sinatraa, the double. JC Stanny's got so much to do, and he's going to get hit by that blind, and there's nothing left. Series was always going to have the potential to go to 3. We'll see if they can save things here. The ult comes through, the showstopper, the satchel's out. Forward position here for Immortals. ShahZaM can't find the damage though. It's Sick instead causing problems. Even more problems. dapr now is going to be just delaying things for Chemicals. Eventually takes him down, but this B site is still held by Sentinels. It's just nature left. Sentinels. There is something about the way that they play this game that just hits different to everybody else. And they're going to take down nature. That's a wrap for map 1. Split in the bag for Sentinels. It was a sketchy start to things, Sean, but they quickly righted the ship. It's so interesting. We'll have to go into that decision from Sick in a little bit later. Nice tag coming in from Shaz there. Does quite a lot of damage with the Frenzy, even though it is at range. Oh, and he's going to find more. They are just lining up through the choke point. They are serving themselves up on a plate to defend this. The dark cover goes forward. Playing inside the smoke might cause some problems, although zombs will go down. The trades looking great for ShahZaM. I mean, Reyna and a Stinger, name a more iconic duo. So strong together. And that will be forward ground game. That should be the spike planted on A. sinatraa trying to gain some space here. He has actually almost full util. This is definitely not over just yet. Sentinels, you can see what they can get done here with that sober utility that sinatra's holding on to. dapr takes down ShahZaM. Now life becomes quite difficult for Immortals. Jumping straight into the side here. Gangster doesn't know quite which way to look here, but the trace will come through regardless. Unfortunately for him, Sentinels may have a chance back into this one now. Oh, dapr. How does he find that? He's just got great timings. Still just poking and prodding, trying to create more attention for his teammates to be able to come through from that door position. And as they make their way through the smoke onto the site, you can see how chaotic once again it becomes. But Immortals with the Stingers off that diagonal wall, creating so much space. The plant's being cancelled. They can't afford to try to get it down with all this action. Sick will get taken out, but they still can't plant the spike. And that was the pressure from Sick. That was the move that could still cause problems here. dapr, though, is going to go down. ShahZaM, last man standing, up from heaven. Going to be able to take down Gangster. That's the spike on the ground, and ShahZaM gets it done with the Phantom. Great spray. And again, Sean, you cannot call it until the last moment.
Remotely close to possible for
30
Immortals.
seconds left.
It's going to be tough for Sean. Two-man setup there. Nice peek. Love to see that. Oh, it is just feels impossible to break something like that to that A site. Is just looking precarious from our point of view. We can see how heavily fortified this is. That's a stunning shot though from Gangster. The timing couldn't be better from Chemicals. Up Cat as well. Now they've got a really solid opportunity to move. Oh my god! Just in the middle of the sentence, I got to stop short. Sick is changing everything. That double is causing problems, and time is another issue, and they're going to wipe out the remainder of Immortals. It was looking so good.
I just feel like he's going to destroy these players coming up Cat. Well, that recon will help, though.
That will help in the dark cover as well. There you go. They found a way to deal with that Sick setup, and now it's up to zombs. He's going to go down to. This is a much better crunch coming in from Immortals. A great split through A, main, and Catwalk, and they are taking the site. They've got the spike planted, although we got to be careful here. Sentinels have proven dangerous in every scenario. ShahZaM looking to get forward positioning. Out comes the Sheriff. Going to find anything though. dapr will be getting blinded. He might go for the repeat though. He will indeed to trade through, and that's a huge trade to get. 15 seconds to get that spike planted. Zombs at the back of the site. He just has to delay long enough to stop the spike from going down. But shut up, and JC Stanny delivering the goods here. Just enough time for that spike plant. But ShahZaM is still in the picture here. Operator in hand on the jet. Has the knives to go to if he wants, and there they come. Cloudburst back sight, trying to find where are these last two players as he looks for the next shot, and it's going to be shot up to find the damage. Come into their own. Chemicals here, finding that lurk timing with the jet. No, that's so unfortunate. That's a huge kill not to get. That gives Sentinels room to breathe in this situation. It's 15 seconds to get the spike plant. They've got to run back for it. They've got to go for the trades here. 10 seconds to plant the spike.
10 seconds.
Oh, they got to find dapr. He's at the back of the
What
site.
is
Can
happening,
he stop the Can he stop the plant though? Is he going to try to go for it? He's 1v3. They just have to trade him in time. And they're all there. They're all there. And their way back into this one. A nice shot from ShahZaM straight away, doing the damage at Catwalk. The trade comes through, leaving zombs low though. Oh, Chemical! That's what he needed. We've been looking at him with those knives before, and that is the best roll assault we've seen so far. Immortals looking really great, and Gangster. Man, he's eating the same thing that Sinatraa eats when he wakes up for breakfast. That was great. Using the Hunter's Fury there to absolutely nail the defense. Not really all that much left for dapr to do, and that is quite the way to end this first half. I don't think anybody was looking at a 6-6 after the way this one started. We'll have to see if Immortals can actually take this to a third map, the glass. So great start for Immortals. They've spotted what Sentinels are up to. JC standing with a whip there. The trades start to follow. Chemicals has a lot of work on his hands to hold on to the site. Right click not doing what he needed it to do. And Sentinels now looking like they could have an edge. They're going to reset the situation. I like this a lot. Falling back into mid. There's the TP onto the B site. Oh, this is a hell of a situation to find yourselves in if you're Immortals. You have no idea where the other players could be on the around the map.
Yeah, but you do have the 2 trips that are still up. So you know no one has lurked through mid. There's oh dear. dapr has played this so well. Now there is 2 trips again, protecting nature from the flank. So he knows dapr isn't pushing behind him. That's why he looks so fearless. He knows he has a one-on-one now.
Oh, that's a great bait there, dropping the cage. That may cue dapr to push, but dapr just is so smart. The way that he's positioning himself, just teasing, making it as safe as possible, and really wasting time here for nature. Nature, of course, as you can see, is so worried about getting peeked from behind as well. dapr, without taking a fight, made it impossible for his opponent to win. That's how you play a tactical FPS game.
Oh my goodness.
He could find a really insane flank timing if Immortals are slow on this retake. It's all about the timings. There are trips set up in mid, though. We'll have to see if that's going to impact him at all. Sick there, looking to try to buy time with that flash. Curveball comes through. And there it is. That's what we're talking about. It's ShahZaM now putting the pressure on from the flank. Doesn't even have to commit heavily. And you can see that Immortals just moved too slow there. They just got so bogged down by utility.
They can account for 3 people in A main. They saw Sova, Jet, and Omen all there. They knew both players that pushed B. So now they retook B main, knowing that there's no way 2 players are going to hold in B main all round. It's like Immortals gave them all of the info, and they made the perfect play with that info this round.
It felt like there was a pretty good opportunity if ShahZaM could manage to find that dismiss, but he wasn't able to catch that dismiss in time. Oof, that's not a good look for Gangster. Gets taken down and sick on the lurk there into mid. So not a good look here at all. In fact, for Immortals, they'll fold once again. And there's the ult for info. Where is he going to go?
Man,
well, he's going to get taken down.
In A main right now. This is so scary.
The blind comes through. Nature, though, will manage to storm his way right through zombs. ShahZaM, though, is announcing his position. Sinatraa straight out from A main before the words can come out of my mouth. Everybody is dead. Sentinels hold. Doesn't catch anything, unfortunately, for him. Look at all the spam right now. Oof, feels very scary to be on this, just confined to this A site. No post-bomb positioning except one man, and it's dapr, of course, who's lurking around. Immortals have to be very careful. They've been slowed down for so long. Sinatraa, the hell position with that Odin. Very scary presence. There goes Chemicals. Great toss of the knives. And time is of the essence here to get that defuse through, and they managed to get it just in the nick of time. Great push from Immortals. And again, it is so hard, I'm sure, for the players as well, to really make good decisions when there's so much going on these retakes. But Immortals managed to hold on to their lives to really help them all that much. They've got neural theft. That's really it. What shock darts to be sent onto the site? Well, actually, I think those actually get some good damage there. Onto zombs. There's some very low off the back of those 2 shock darts. Post-bomb positioning again. Losing your omen this early on, not having those smokes for B main is problematic. And you can see Sentinels pretty much have all the lines of sight they need. Temporary smoke there dropped to deal with ShahZaM's position, but Sinatraa pops out, and so does dapr, and that's the 13-9. That's the 2-0 in this series. Sentinels will best Immortals in what looked to be another just great display of Valorant gameplay. I don't know I never know what to say about Sentinels except that they just always will find a way to win.